There's an amazing thing that happens with the world of the internet today, and the world of website development and keeping your ear to the ground and listening to what people are looking for. Marketing is all about telling a story. Marketing is all about influencing someone in an emotional level in something that makes them feel good about what it is you're talking about. For us, a few years ago, we had just multiple occasions where customers would be like literally vibrating when I got there. They'd be bouncing. They were so happy. They couldn't believe it. They felt like a celebrity was there. And I mean, the stories were just outrageous, and I could have made them up. And I thought, this is just a moment in time. This is just a blip in history. This can't continue because, quite frankly, I was loving it. I mean, it was cool to have someone that excited that I was there in their yard, that I was showing up to talk to them about building for them. And that continues to happen. Now, maybe it doesn't happen in the same, I can't believe the appointment, she was bouncing up and down kind of way, although it sort of does. But what I've noticed is, you know, we have these marketing groups and we have these studies, these guys, we get together, and every week I have more to share of just amazingness, of that constant amazing. Can't believe this woman. A good example is a few weeks ago I was on an appointment and this woman was begging me to build for her. Begging. I mean, I couldn't even imagine. I remember leaving the appointment and not knowing how to explain to people the experience I just had. That she was begging for me to work for them. And this is people going, please take my money and do this great thing for you. And it's, please do the thing that you love and I'll give you money for it. And if you love and I love and we'll make it happen. And that's what it was. It was, she was begging me to do something that I love so that she could give me her money. That all comes from, I think, from building a story and then building a backstory and being willing to share your history and where you come from and what you do, and then continue to share it. Because here's what happens. I don't know if, I think most people forget this. They do a YouTube video and then it doesn't get 1 million views. Oh, it doesn't work. Because it doesn't matter if it doesn't get 1 million views, but people think there's this mentality that it's got to get a lot of views, it's got a lot of stuff's got to happen. And yet what we found out is a video that gets 5 views sells us a $150,000 swimming pool. Or 10 views or 20. Of course we have videos that have 1,000 views and 5,000 views and 50,000 views, some of those. But it's not about that number, it's about the people that look at them. And our marketing continues to work because we continue to put out content, because there's people looking. And the coolest part about it is the first video we ever put out, which was hundreds and hundreds of videos ago, the very first one still gets viewed. So just because it only had a few views a week or 2 or 3 after it was developed, doesn't mean it doesn't work? No. Because if someone still watches that video 2 years later, 3 years later, 5 years later, it means it's still working. What happens then if you have one video and you get a couple views? That's cool. What happens if you have 500 videos and they each get a couple views? That's the magic. And not only that, it's not a one-time thing. It doesn't just happen today and tomorrow. What happens in 5 years from now if that keeps getting viewed along with the other now 1,000 videos you have? When you start adding up that viewership, that's the power of the internet that we could never have understood. And social media, the social media world, we could never have understood before this pivotal moment in history that happened at the early 2000s till current, is everything culturally shifted. Because now we can connect and we can share. And we can share in a way that my voice can be heard 20 years from now when I'm doing something else. My grandchildren can listen to me if they care to. Maybe they never want to know what G-Pops is all about. That's a joke about my brother's becoming a grandfather and he wants to be called G-Pops. But my grandchildren, when I'm dead and gone, could hear my voice if they choose to. That's the power of the internet today. That's the power of marketing and putting a message in a place that people can pay attention to it all the time.